May 26, 2021. Manhattan's district attorney has convened the grand jury that is expected to decide whether to indict former President Donald Trump, other executives at his company, or the business itself, should prosecutors present the panel with criminal charges. The panel was convened recently and will sit 3 days a week for 6 months. The move indicates that District Attorney Cyrus R. Vance Jr.'s investigation of the former president and his business has reached an advanced stage after more than 2 years. The Biden administration will ask the U.S. Congress for $75 million in development and economic assistance for Palestinians, Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced on Tuesday, and added that Washington will be moving forward with the process to reopen the U.S. consulate in Jerusalem. Speaking after his meeting with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, Blinken said the U.S. would also provide $5.5 million in immediate disaster assistance for Gaza and $32 million to United Nations Relief and Works Agency.
Any steps that either side takes that either risk sparking violence or, over time, and ultimately undermine the prospect for returning to the pursuit of two states, we oppose. And that includes settlement activity. It includes demolitions. It includes evictions. It includes incitement to violence.
We hope that the future will be full of diplomatic activities in order to reach a comprehensive solution and to put an end to recent events.
A video released overnight showed detained 26-year-old political journalist Roman Protasevich confessing to having organized anti-government demonstrations. Some world leaders are worried about his safety and health after Belarus did not immediately comment on the torture allegations, but has consistently denied abusing detainees. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden will discuss Belarus' forced landing of the plane and the detention of Roman Protasevich during next month's summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Добрый день, меня зовут Роман Протасевич. Вчера я был задержан сотрудниками МВД в национальном аэропорту Минск. Сейчас я нахожусь в СИЗО номер 1 города Минска. Могу заявить, что никаких проблем со здоровьем, в том числе с сердцем или с какими-либо другими органами, у меня нет. Отношения со стороны сотрудников ко мне максимально корректные и по закону. Также сейчас я продолжаю сотрудничать со следствием и даю признательные показания по факту организации массовых беспорядков в городе Минске.
At least one person was injured in a shooting that occurred near the George Floyd Memorial Site in Minneapolis on the same day as the anniversary of his death. The victim was taken to Abbott Northwestern Hospital before being transported to Hennepin County Medical Center for injuries that were not life-threatening.
Just gotta be careful here with some gunshots. Excuse us. It sounds like gunshots. I'll let you know what this is. These seem to be gunshots.
Texas lawmakers are poised to allow adults over the age of 21 to openly carry a handgun in public without a permit, a measure being hailed as a victory by gun right advocates, while critics say that it will lead to more gun violence. The Republican-led State House and Senate gave the final passage late Monday night to a measure that would go away with the most existing license requirements, and Governor Greg Abbott has said that he intends to sign it. Texas is one of at least 20 states to pass such legislation, making it easier to obtain and carry guns at a time when gun violence in cities across the country has been increasing at an alarming rate.
One day, the tragedy will come to your community because we fail to be responsible to the members of our communities across this state. I pray that it doesn't, but it is. I wish it wasn't, but it will.
Within hours of George Floyd's death, people around the world took to the streets to demand more police accountability. Those rallying cries are being turned into a series of reforms for the NYPD. Reforms in New York include banning chokeholds by law enforcement officers, assigning a special prosecutor to police involved deaths, limiting qualified immunity to make it easier to sue officers for misconduct, and repealing 50A, a law that shielded police records from the public eye.